Let's go to the US now. President Joe Biden's approval rating stands at 41% as he prepares to deliver the State of the Union address. The yearly spectacle is a major moment in the American political calendar. Our Sky News Washington correspondent Annelise Nielsen joins us live now from the Capitol. Annelise, why is it so important?
Look, this is the moment that Joe Biden gets to make his statement about his vision for the country for the next year. But this one in particular is quite important. It's his last one before we'll find out whether he's running again or not. Next year, he'll either be the candidate who's making his campaign pitch, or he'll be the lame duck president who is just making sure that things aren't too difficult for the next person. This is really important because he's walking a fine line now. He can't make it sound like a campaign speech. He needs to sound like a president who's halfway through his term and make his case for what happens in America next. We're expecting there's going to be a strong focus on the economy. The White House has been putting forward that it has a good story to tell there, that unemployment's down, that there are economic indicators in their favour, but at the same time inflation is really high. There's a lot less disposable spending. Credit card bills are higher across the country. More people have money on their credit cards than they did 2 years ago. These are all indicators that things are quite precarious, and at the same time, they're facing down the debt ceiling. This is going to be a genuine economic crisis if they do breach the debt ceiling, and they put themselves at risk for making issues with the loans that the United States has overseas. So this is where we're going to see a strong focus from Joe Biden, but a lot of the thoughts are going to be around, is he shaping up to run again? The consensus is that he is going to. It doesn't seem like there's been much space for anyone else to be putting their hand up at this really critical time when they should be getting their funding together for 2024. I know you asked Eric Swalwell about this when you spoke to him just a short time ago. This is what he had to say.
It's still a divided country. Democracy is very fragile here, but Joe Biden has shown on big initiatives, transportation, gun safety, countering China, that he can bring Republicans and Democrats together. And I think that's what's going to come out tonight.
The other interesting factor is this is the first time Joe Biden's fronting Congress since the midterms, and it's not as friendly as it once was, with Republicans now in control of the House. Kevin McCarthy gave something of a pre-address to the State of the Union where he made his case around what America needs to see, especially when it comes to dealing with the debt ceiling. He's saying that there's not a negotiation to be had unless there's promises of spending cuts.
In 2021, Democrats passed the largest debt limit increase in American history. Then they maxed our nation's credit cards again just 13 months later. Now, President Biden wants Congress to raise the debt limit yet again, without a single sensible change to how government spends your hard-earned money. None. Does that sound responsible to you?
Laura, we're just a few hours away from the State of the Union address. This is one of the true moments of political theatre in America, probably second only to the inauguration day. We're going to see all the most powerful people in America in the same room listening to the president. We have the entire Supreme Court, almost every cabinet secretary in the room, and we are going to see both senators and members of the House of Representatives. This year they're being allowed guests again for the first time since the pandemic, and there's going to be a number of high-profile guests in the First Lady's box, including the Ukrainian ambassador, and Bono has been given a special invite this year.
Bono, wow. Okay. Well, we look forward to spotting those celebrities, Annelise, and also prepare for a lot of pausing, a lot of clapping. Thanks so much.